Just gonna look for an armbar off the back. So this really only works on the underhook side, so that's like one of the reasons I like being on the underhook side. Just rotate this. So look, same thing, seatbelt grip, everything's super tight. I fall, boom, boom. I'm in my body triangle. When I'm looking to attack the armbar, I start to almost, because I have to whip this leg over Jamal's head to get the triangle. So if I'm looking to attack it, I usually switch to a foot on foot, just because it's like one less step from looking to shoot it. So I just go foot to foot here, and I can kind of step on his hip. Now, for the armbar, I'm looking to attack this arm. So instead of looking for the choke, I'm looking to grab Jamal's wrist. So just top hand, cross grip to the wrist. I reach under, and I grab my own wrist. So this is kind of just like a Kimura grip. Everything is in super tight. Now, the key is when I look to loop Jamal's head out of this to throw the armbar, I want to use my forearm on the side of his neck and not bring my arms super long, because this is going to be now hard to push him and get my leg over his head. And it's also just easier for him to kind of like turn away and escape. So I'm not here, I'm bringing everything in super tight. And you'll feel when you do this that now there's tension in this arm, and I keep my forearm on the side of his neck. Now all at once, I'm going to extend Jamal this way, and as he goes to fall, I just bring my left leg over the head. I stomp, and now we're here for the armbar. And we're gonna look to not finish the regular armbar. We're just gonna go for a quick triangle off of this. So I keep this grip. Usually he locks his hands. If he doesn't lock his hands, fall back at the armbar, but his hands are locked. What I'm gonna look to do, right leg feeds through. I cross my feet. Now I'm gonna look to lock up a triangle, which only works if Jamal's head comes off the mat. I've seen guys look to come under the head like this, lock it up. I kind of like an easy way of just, I'm gonna lean to my right, and it's gonna bring Jamal's head off the mat because I'm pulling him. Now all I need to do is kick my left leg, and look, I'm just bringing, I'm not trying to lock, I'm bringing Jamal's head up, and I can lock the triangle. Now, usually, at least for me, I have trouble finishing the triangle from this position. So I almost switch back to a like modified armbar. So to do this, I'm gonna look to bring, look, I'm just dropping Jamal's arm to the mat and using my chest as a little barrier to stop him. So I still have my triangle. You can squeeze, give it a try. Maybe they'll tap. But look, his arm's in an L shape, almost like I'm going for an Americana. Left hand reaches, I loop through, I grab my wrist. Even if he grabs his hands, all I'm doing to finish, it's more of a shoulder lock than an arm lock. I keep his arm bent, and I'm gonna hip into him as I pull. And it attacks this, it attacks a little bit of this. And if he starts to defend in any way, if his up grip breaks, I can always switch back to the regular arm bar. So we just kind of keep that pressure until something goes. So look, seatbelt grip. Cross grip to the wrist. Reach under, grab my own wrist. As I loop out, look, everything tight. Not out here. This is bad. Super tight. Extend. Boom, boom. He locks his hands. Loop through. Now look, I lean, and it's very hard for Jamal to keep his head off the mat. It just has to come off a little bit so I can kick and lock. Now, I'm turning to my side. Look, I'm bringing my knees to my chest and dropping. So Jamal's arm is on the mat here, and my chest is facing it as a little barrier. Now just, I loop through deep with the top hand. I don't need to grab, I just kind of come through. I can even go elbow to elbow. And now I'm not turning this way because I don't want Jamal's arm to come off the mat. I'm driving this way, right? Because if I go this way, I kind of lose it and I may have to switch. Come back. Thank you, Jamal. I'm going this way to try to blow his shoulder out that direction. Cool? You want to see this? You good? No. You guys want to see it one more time?
Yeah, I have a quick question. For me, you can't lock my legs, right? I feel like maybe like if you do it real fast and you won't have time to turn, I feel like as soon as I leave that head out, he's gonna turn. How do I make sure that he can't turn as I'm going through?
Are you talking about when we get
Yes.
in? So when I'm here, look, when I loop his head out, I'm not going like this. I'm keeping everything in tight from the jump. So look, my head stays, I mean, I'm gonna go, this is how I'll do it if we start to resist.
Okay.
See, I'm just kind of like real tight and nasty with it. I'm not just trying, and from here if Jamal goes to turn, it's the grip itself. Like I just turn my wrist down, and if he goes to turn into me, it's very hard. And if he does start to turn into me, I can abandon and just go back to the back or follow him up. But keep everything in just super tight and just kind of be a little mean with it. Like see how my head didn't really move too far, kind of grinding my arms against his face, just no space for anything. Cool? Let's do it, guys. 3, 2, 1.